I'm Deb Negretti, and I'm the principal at Price Middle School in Cambrian. When I was looking at this resource, it's exciting. The lesson study process has just excited teachers at our school and our math department. As someone who's been in education for 30 years, I envy that I didn't have this process when I was a teacher. What is exciting about it truly is the depth of the lesson and the teacher's reflection on student work and the richness that they get and what they can do with lessons based on student work. And then the collaboration that happens with the teachers is incredible. And it just takes and continues to foster quality professional teaming. So that's the excitement I have when you see the focus being around the mathematical understanding, the mathematical purpose, the mathematical process, and students still struggling with that because they're used to just wanting to give the right answer. So one of the things I think I struggle with, and I know our professional learning team does at times, is being patient. And so you'll say, as you're sitting in a 40-minute lesson, oh my goodness, it's taking a little bit longer to get through this, and one or two kids are understanding that mathematical process, but it's still so rich, and it'll take the time, but it's that patience, and I kind of have to do the self-talk to myself. It's coming, you know, we're getting there, but the value of the lesson is just so much more powerful. I think my role is one in which I need to provide the time in the classroom for that, and so really showing how important that is on my agenda. So being in the classroom, allowing you to sub out, how am I going to make it convenient for you on your prep? What am I going to do for you to support you so that you have this opportunity? Because let's face it, you know, you go into a classroom and close the door. Okay, and it's safe. This isn't always safe. However, my role is also with Sally and the whole professional team, math team, is to make it a comfortable place. And I think that's just a really big role of mine, and I think it's a priority, but it really goes back to looking at data. So when you go back and you look at that data, and you look at that MARS data, and we look at the CST data way back in August, and we set a plan for the year for professional development, with our math team, our professional development is not only that professional learning team, but then the opportunities when we're scoring MARS assessments, scoring benchmark assessments, which are the MARS tasks, throughout the year, and then setting up our re-engagement lessons. And then, okay, so now what are we going to do with those re-engagement lessons? Let's take an opportunity to see each other in their classrooms. And so it's a challenge, sometimes with budgets and things like that, but it's a priority at our school, and it's exciting. So I think I've seen people shift, and that's the exciting piece. And they also see me, you know, well, what do you do about the one that's a little bit more reticent? Well, you know what, we're going to move with the teachers that are moving in that direction, and believe it or not, peer pressure kind of moves them along also. We've been active with Noyce and our coach, and we've had the opportunities to really get into this, and I feel like I'm not so sure that I'd like to see it in other subject areas. I mean, the value of being able to, we have a pre-conference when we're observing teachers, and we have the lesson and we have the post-conference, but we don't have what the lesson study does, which is the opportunity to debrief with teachers, having teachers in your rooms looking at students and looking at student work and giving you feedback based on that. You don't have that in your classroom every day. It's you. And so I think that value in being able to see the data that you get from that, and the next re-engagement lesson or re-teaching lesson that can happen from that. And I agree with you completely, Linda. I mean, having them rise to the occasion to say, I want to be involved in something like that. It's gonna give me the data that I need, and it's good, or build the professional development that's needed.